What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. Hello, somebody. All right, so you guys, I'm on my second video for today. Make sure we comment, liking, and subscribing to the channel. But today's video, we got 50 Cent dragging Boosie for betraying him for Big Meech and exposes Boosie as a snitch. Bro, personally, oh, my hat won't get right. Bro, my hat's like lopsided. I hate that. But anyway, we got 50 Cent and Boosie going at it for today's video. Spicy.
Between 50 Cent and Big Meech couldn't get any messier. 50 just cranked up the petty all the way. Now he's coming for Boosie, calling him out for betrayal. And to make things worse, Boosie is now being labeled as a snitch, just like Big Meech. But what went down, y'all? And why is 50 putting Boosie on blast? Grab your popcorn because we're breaking it all the way down.
Meech, you couldn't have thought that through. I know you've been behind the walls, but you know 50 didn't fool with wrong.
Facts. When I seen that picture, I would say the same thing, my boy. I was like, Meech must be didn't think that through, bro. He couldn't have thought that through, bro. He couldn't have. To take sides with Ricky Rosizzy, I don't think he really thought that shit through.
So why did you think it'd be a good idea?
That was dumb.
To get in the pictures and start getting close to doing it. For some money, because he paid you a couple dollars. Did 50 right make your son a millionaire? Then you come home to the, you know what I'm saying? Because 50 made put your life on TV and had your son playing you. You gonna go and do this. Even Lil Meech mad at you, bro, because you done messed his thing up.
Thanks.
50 to cut y'all everybody off. Everybody tired.
And bro, y'all know not to play with 50. Y'all know 50 do not give a damn, bro. 50 like, fuck you and the horse you came in on. That nigga 50 is ill.
Cut the one off.
Are you showing and performing at the Big Meech party? Yeah, I'm performing. I gave Big Meech my word, that I was gonna perform, and I ain't. I give a man my word, that's my word. I don't know what's going on, I can't.
You know what's going on, Boosie Boo.
Something, they got going on.
You know exactly what's going on, Boosie Boo.
Boosie has spoke out and said he's not boycotting. He said he gave his word to 50. He's going to show up.
Yeah. I saw that. They pick and choose. Not that I'm saying, Meech is a snitch or anything like that. But man, they pick and choose who they want to put the snitch jacket on and who they want it to apply to. So that's why I say, man, all that.
It turns out that 50 Cent is officially labeling Boosie as an op after clips resurfaced of Boosie announcing he'd be performing at Big Meech's Welcome Back concert. Wow. But that wasn't even the worst part. Other clips also show Boosie bad, taking shots at 50, straight up saying that if he were Lil Meech, he would have told 50 to F off. And let's just say 50 didn't take that lightly. And also, just like Rick Ross, Boosie has just made an enemy. And it was the wrong one. Because if there's anything that anybody knows about 50 Cent is that when he feels betrayed, he goes to the next level of pettiness. Eventually cuts people off without even looking back. And recently he's been coming for Boosie from every angle while also doubling down on his accusations that Big Meech is a rat. And trust me, 50 isn't letting this one slide anytime soon. In the past, Boosie has always stood 10 toes down against people he believed were snitches. I mean, just look at how he called out Rollo. So when it came to Big Meech, people expected Boosie to keep the same energy. But instead, he defended Big Meech, claiming that he hadn't seen any paperwork, proving that Meech actually snitched on anyone. Y'all, this had people side-eyeing him extra hard, because he had just proved Charleston White correct. And let's not forget, the last time Boosie even suspected T.I. was an informant, he immediately scrapped their joint album, making it clear that he had a strict no-snitching policy, no matter who it was. But now, it's looking like all that tough talk might have only applied to a certain group of people. However, Boosie quickly shut down the rumors that he was paid to perform at Big Meech's concert. And in his words, he said, "No, I'm not doing no show for free. Y'all think I would charge someone who just came home? Y'all just think I'm heartless." But whether or not he was telling the truth, 50 Cent and his followers weren't buying it. And soon enough, everybody was accusing Boosie of picking and choosing which industry rat to call out. Now, if you've been keeping up with the drama though between 50 Cent and Big Meech, then you already know 50 has been sounding the alarm on Meech for some weeks now. And he particularly took to Instagram with the now deleted post that sent social media into a frenzy. Along with the photo of a big old rat,
Wow,
50 dropped
bro.
a caption that had everybody
think I'm
talking
Big
on that
Meech.
rat. He wrote,
Wow.
I think I'm Big Meech. Many saw this as a double jab,
That's crazy.
obviously. One aimed at Big Meech and the other at Rick Ross, since the line comes straight from Ross's song, BMF. And if that wasn't bad enough, 50 doubled down, adding, the biggest mistake I ever made was sustaining his relationship with Tommy Cowens. Her tell-all docu-series reveals the truth. Now that one line that people wondering, what exactly is in this documentary and what does 50 know that the rest of us don't? 50 even went on to share a phone call conversation he had with Tammy Cowens where she seemed to be warming up about spilling the beans on Big Meech, and honestly the drama was getting too real. Now part of the reason the internet was shocked by 50 Cent's accusations is because when Big Meech first got out of prison, photos of him and 50 both all smiles went viral. But then out of the nowhere, things took a wild turn.
Wow,
Earlier this
that's
February,
crazy.
50 Cent suddenly started coming for Meech online. Now first off, Meech was sentenced back in 2008 to 30 years in prison, but somehow he walked free in his 18th year. And let's be real a second, for a millisecond, that definitely raised some eyebrows in the streets. And that's exactly where the drama started, but trust me, it goes way deeper than that. To someone like 50 Cent, the whole situation felt real suspicious, but wasn't just the speculation that had him going after Big Meech from every angle online. For one, Tammy Cowens, the longtime business associate of Meech, was rumored to have flipped and become an FBI informant after Meech went to jail. And here's the kicker, Meech had literally sold her the rights to his life story, giving her control over everything BMF related while he was behind bars. But it doesn't stop there, because the deeper you dig, the messier the whole situation gets. According to WAC 100, Big Meech was allegedly feeding information to Tammy Cowens while he was in prison, sharing everything he heard behind bars.
Bro, one thing about WAC 100, bro, how do he be knowing all the inside information and what's going on with people that's locked up? There's been rumors that he was an FBI informant. Bro, this industry is crazy, bro. Like, for real, you don't know who's the informants nowadays. Everybody's calling each other like snitches and stuff. That's crazy.
In turn, Tammy was passing that info to the FBI, and that exchange was supposedly led to Meech getting out early. But here's where it gets even messier, because Tammy Cowens wasn't just any business associate. She was also 50 Cent's co-producer on the Black Mafia Family TV series,
Oh, wow.
which stars Lil Meech, Big Meech's own son, playing him on the show. Now, Tammy and Big Meech go as far back as 2007 because the duo had worked closely together, and by their own words, their relationship was more than just business, if you catch my drift. And that's where things get really interesting, because a lot of people believe that somewhere along the line, Tammy might have caught feelings for Big Meech and mixed business with pleasure. So back in 2014, while Meech was still behind bars for dealing with illegal substances, Tammy didn't hold back when talking about her bond with the media. In fact, she straight up called Meech her best friend and even said, I could tell you, this has been one of the best experiences in my life to have him as my best friend.
Wow.
And y'all know when a woman who's riding for you for years suddenly turns her
Facts.
back on you after publicly calling you her bestie, you must have messed up big time. But for 50 Cent, Meech's biggest mistake was cutting ties with Tammy Cowens, because now she was allegedly about to do all the talking in the up-and-coming tell-all series. And guess what? 50 himself is set to produce it. But to drive his point home, 50 Cent took to Instagram again, and this time he posted a video of a man. Post made it crystal clear. And if you thought that was petty, just wait, because it gets worse. A lot of people believe that Tammy Cowens turned on Big Meech for one of two reasons. Either he wanted to get his life rights back from her after she had literally put everything on the line for him, handling all his affairs while he was locked up, or she simply felt sidelined and betrayed by him. Either way, if Meech really snitched while in prison, then he should have made sure that information stayed between him and Tammy, because if there was one person who knew everything, it was her. And for what it's worth, Tammy had dedicated years of her career making sure Meech got out of prison and still had everything in place when he returned.
Wow.
But while all of this was going down, Meech wasn't just sitting back letting the internet run wild with the rumors. He came out and denied the allegations, saying the only reason he got out early was because of an amendment to the law, not because he cooperated with anyone. Well, this explanation didn't sit right with a lot of people. Why? Because in 2021, a judge only reduced Meech's sentence by 3 years, citing good conduct and the First Step Act as the reason. And let's be real, there's a huge difference between 3 years and 12 years that got shaved off of his sentence.
Facts. That's
But
a
moving
huge
on,
difference,
Meech
though.
didn't just let the rumor slide. He actually made a video response directly addressing the snitching allegations, and let's just say his explanation had people even more divided.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amarant Arena, February 13th.
Before all of these explanations, Meech thought he could match 50 Cent's level of pettiness, but he failed miserably. He tried to clap back by posting a photo of himself and
Shoulda
50,
never
but with
done
a
that, my
sticker
boy.
of a rat holding cheese placed over 50's face, writing internet gangster on it. Unk's still trying to figure out the internet, but that move definitely backfired hard because instead of shutting down the rumors, it only made things worse and people were not here for these games. They wanted Meech to address the accusations head on, not throw out subliminals. And just when things couldn't get any messier, 50 got even more pissed when his longtime op, Rick Ross the Boss, popped up in a video with Meech promoting the concert that was set to take place on February 13th. At that point, it wasn't just about Meech anymore. This was turning into a full-blown war.
And then Meech got his shoulder, his elbow on Raw's shoulder. Like, yeah, this is my main man right here, though. Bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, this boy 50 done made a whole sitcom show about you, my boy. You gonna sit here and go over there and hang with the ops, bro? And he made your son rich? Bro, that's crazy, though. Shout out to 50 and Rick Ross. Like, I don't take no sides, but you already know what time it is, though. Ross was masterminding the whole situation, and you fell for it, bro. You fell for the okie doke. You fell for the banana in the tailpipe, man.
I mean, picture this.
That's crazy.
You've got a friend who's been holding you down, helping your son make money while you are locked up, even going as far as making your life a whole TV show for your benefit and legacy. Then you finally get out of jail after breaking the street code, and instead of making things right with that friend, you pull the ultimate petty move. You link up with his biggest enemy, a guy who's been dissing him for decades, and not only that, but you let his enemy be one to endorse your concert? Now imagine how that must have looked, because Rick Ross, 50
He got
Cent's
on a Rick
longtime
Ross
rival, was
sweater.
out here publicly co-signing Big Meech and acting like he's the one keeping it real, when we all know Rick Ross is only trying to push his own agenda. Meanwhile, 50 Cent, the guy who's been backing Meech's son and keeping BMF's name alive, was sitting there watching the whole thing like, oh, so this is what we doing now? Seeing how the drama was playing out, 50 didn't hold back. He straight up threatened to cancel BMF's series where Lil Meech stars as his father. That's when fans knew that things were getting real, because 50 actually unfollowed Lil Meech on IG and then threw some extra shade by posting on his IG story saying, Lil Meech gonna be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'll give Mona Scott a call for him later today.
Wow.
Yo, that's when Lil Meech knew he had to pick up a side. Fast, too. It was a choice between his career and financial security or his dad, who had just gotten out of jail but nothing to his name. And in a leaked DM that 50 Cent himself posted online, Lil Meech was caught dissing both his own father and Rick Ross, practically begging 50 not to pull the plug on a BMF series. And here's what the message said. They just told me you unfollow me off Instagram and now you managing Skilla Baby with Rocket when I brought him around you first when you didn't have a clue who he was. Now you mad at me when I would take the shirt off my back for you? I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only showed you love and loyalty and human. I go through with my own ish, but I never switched up on you. F Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he could afford to pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet is just throwing me off, man. You know me in real life. But that wasn't all, because Lil Meech didn't just try to defend himself. He also addressed his father's recent link up with Rick Ross, making it very clear where he stood. F Ross. But he gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts, he said, referencing the hit BMF series on Stars. This internet is just throwing me off, man.
Crazy.
You know me in real life. At this point, it was obvious Lil Meech was feeling the pressure, and it was intense. But 50 Cent, however, clapped back with a cold response. What next season, Lil Ninja? Y'all, this response must have hit Lil Meech straight in the...
50 is one cold somebody, bro. 50 is one cold somebody. He like, nigga, ain't no damn next season. What the? Bro, he said, yo, stay on that side over there, Lil Meechy. That's crazy.
Because let's be real, that wasn't just a reply, that was a dagger to the heart. And what's even sadder is that the one person who's mostly affected by this whole mess is Lil Meech, and he's out here taking a huge hit, all because of his daddy. Now, a lot of people have been wondering, why did 50 Cent have to go so petty? But it seems 50 Cent wanted to send a message to Big Meech, and he definitely did. But here's the deal. Many believe that Lil Meech dissing his own father on 50's DMs might have rubbed 50 the wrong way. Instead of making him feel like Lil Meech was loyal, it probably made him think, if you can turn on your own pops this easily, how do I know you won't flip on me next? And I mean, let's not forget 50's
That's
own son
facts,
Marquise flipped on him too. Their relationship fell apart after Marquise was spotted chilling with 50's enemy, Supreme McGriff's son, in 2018. And 50 felt betrayed, and now that Lil Meech is doing the same to his father, 50 probably feels history repeating itself. And in a recent clip making rounds on the internet, fans couldn't help but notice how defeated Lil Meech looked. Not only did his private conversation with 50 get leaked, but it also did nothing to change 50's mind about ending the series. Meanwhile, people like Boosie have been clowning Lil Meech all over social media, calling him out for trying to suck up to 50. And in Boosie's words, he said,
a genuine kind of love for 50 on his response. Fuck you, nigga. Let my daddy, nigga, fuck you, nigga.
Wow.
Let's go to war, nigga, fuck you. And everything else, nigga, fuck you.
Boosie a real one, bro. Boosie a real one, for real.
Right, bro, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. My son, nigga, you nigga, my nigga, I ain't gonna go against this brand. Fuck that. I would like, damn, you know.
and y'all, 50 Cent clapped back at Boosie for throwing jabs at him, and he said, I did more for Lil Meech than anyone in his life, Boosie. That's why he responded like that. If he gets locked up, I'm the first person he calls to bail him out every time. When I saw him laughing at his Pops post, I said, oh, ish, he's a snake to belong with him. And y'all, now that Boosie has made it clear whose side he's on, it looks like he's gonna be the next Rick Ross and 50 Cent's op list. But let's be real, nobody can take Ross's top spot. Now, fans are divided over this whole drama, and some say 50 has every right to be petty and take down anyone siding with his ops, while others are clowning him for dragging a 24-year-old into his beef with his father. But that's where things get even more messy, because some people are straight up calling 50 a bully, accusing him of not just trying to intimidate Lil Meech, but also Boosie. But y'all, what do you think about this latest beef? Is 50 Cent taking things too far with his Big Meech drama? And is it fair that Lil Meech is paying the price for his father's fallout with 50? Drop your thoughts in comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't you dare forget to subscribe and like and hit that notification bell, because you don't want to miss out on all this celebrity drama. I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover.
Bro, that is crazy. 50, y'all know not to, bro. Personally, I think Lil Meech should have never had text 50 that and say F Rick Ross and all that. Like, you shouldn't cross up your daddy, bro. Like, for real. I don't care like what type of job title you got, or like, bro, family is always first, bro. Family is always first. Nah, you like a lame out here. But the thing about it is, you know 50 was gonna expose you though. Like, you know how 50 do. Like, why would you even, I would have get a nigga a phone call or something, not text it to him or DM him or nothing like that. Nah, it's time to pay the piper.